Good evening, my friends. Tonight, I am going to share something that is very important to understand as a Christian. And to be honest, one of the greatest struggles I had when I first started seeking the Lord was being able to discern the promises of God for right now and the promises of God to come. It can be confusing because you'll see if you take all the scriptures and try to apply them to your life right now, you will think that you'll never experience any evil, you'll never be sick, you'll always be healed, and everything will go perfect. But that's because we have to be able to learn how to discern the promises from now and the promises to come. And Hebrews 11:13, I think this highlights perfectly that we should understand that just as our forefathers were, that so are we, and in just a little bit different way. Hebrews 11:13 says this. Speaking of all the heroes of faith, it says, "These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth." In the same way, we will die in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off. There are promises for now, right? What promises are guaranteed for right now? The promises that we are saved, born again of the Spirit of God. We've been promised that we've been sealed with His Spirit. We've been promised that we receive His Spirit and He lives with us, right? We've been promised that, we're a new creation, that old things have passed away, that all things have become new. We've been promised the Father's love, through the seal of the death of His Son, that we're no longer enemies. We've received so many good things from God just by putting faith in Jesus. But the promises of no more sorrow, no more tears, no more problems financially, all those things, those are promises that are still to be resolved in the resurrection. We still have to experience death, and it's tough, right? But the thing that we have to understand is that just like the heroes of faith in the past, we have to continue to have faith that even though we're experiencing, evil and suffering and sorrow and different things in this life, that just like they were embracing the promises to come and died in faith of those, we also have to keep that faith, knowing that whatever we're experiencing right now is temporary, that we can endure all things because we know that it's temporary, because death is not the end, it is only the beginning, and that we will have joy and we will receive the fullness of the promises when we see Him. Amen.